Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Greg's coming to you live on 1 June 2020. 2022. Time on deck is 20:07 hours. 22:07 hours Central Daylight Time. Okay, friends, I'm just a little discombobulated tonight. My apologies for that. I had expected I'd have been doing a show about an hour earlier, and I've been juggling some stuff. I anticipated originally being on Leak Project tonight, but Rex Bear got called out of town. He had an emergency opportunity, not an emergency, bad emergency, but a good emergency. But he had to be able to do something when he got access to a Sunny Elder. So he might join us tonight. Rex is, he's kind of on a mission. We were going to do a premiere tonight. We were going to launch my show on his channel, but we'll do that next week. He had a real unique opportunity, and he just had to take advantage of it. And I'm glad to see some good people streaming in the room today. So we got Jason Avers, we got Arnold Smith, All the Sun, Oak Tree, Nippy for all, and for real, or whatever that is, NF4L. I guess that's for real. They're trying to make us make that out. We got American Patriot in the house. Very good. I am going to initiate this over here on my laptop so I can track you here while we broadcast and talk into the camera here. So that'll be kind of, you'll see me switching back and forth a little bit, because I will switch through some screens here, because we got a lot of stuff going on, my friends. I mean, my gosh, guys. You know, I did a video on Green Grids, and you got to see what's on Galactic Grids. You got to see my program. I got some knock your socks off programs on Galactic Grids. If we can keep them blowing our world up, we're going to be some interesting times, my friends. If we can just keep it all together. How come this didn't launch over here? Okay, I clicked it. It just didn't happen. Come on. Let's see some chat over here. All right, she's slow, but there it is. Yay. Very good. All right, good. So I can watch y'all here, and we can distribute here. So this is some of what I would have done tonight on Leak Project platform. It just didn't quite get there tonight. So, okay, guys, hold on your hats, and let me show y'all some stuff here. Let me get to the right, pull up the right screen here. In fact, I am going to go to my channel and show y'all a video, and then we're going to walk through this, guys. So here we go. Share screen. Ding, 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 ding. And there we are. Bang. All right, guys, here we are. Crossing Russia's red lines, World War III. You remember that? You remember when this weekend I went back into work? Hey, we got a super chat already. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Put in my swivel dues. Man, I appreciate that. Slap your mama beef sticks. Yeah. You sent me some beef sticks. They were great, man. Brian tends to send me some things from time to time. All right, guys. So I did this video here talking about how we were talking about potentially sending one of these missile systems, either one of these missile systems in this picture right here, to Ukraine, and how the Russians said this would trigger the red lines. This would cross their red lines. And when they're talking that, they usually are making threats associated with launching nukes for whatever that is or is not worth. Now, I will click on this video. We will play a little bit here. You need to go in and watch this video if you get a chance. And of course, we got a commercial here. Hang on, guys. Wow, look at that stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that. Guys, you got to go to prepwithgreg.com.
These rockets might initiate.
Yeah, there we are. You see that? Right behind me in this video right here is the HIMARS rocket. Here is the multiple launch rocket system. This is the M142, the M270. This missile system right here, the one closest to me, is, well, okay, first they talked about, well, we're going to send missiles. And then it came out Monday, Tuesday, they were saying, no, we're not going to see anything. And then another about face came out today. And he says, yes, we are sending this missile right here. but they're talking about not having the full maximum range. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm going to show you this, but this missile right here behind me in this video is what we are going to be sending. Now, this rocket is the ATACMS rocket. I don't think that rocket is going to be going to Ukraine. Let's hope not. Now, the difference between the MLRS and the HIMARS, the HIMARS is a more recent development. This guy would actually launch twice as many rockets, the MLRS, as this guy. But this guy is probably easier to transport, getting in and out, and it's based on using the truck now. This is very common in the military, this vehicle, the platform, whereas this is a unique armored vehicle for this system. This vehicle is used all over the military these days, kind of like we used to use the deuce and a half for everything back when I was in the Army and the old military stuff. Brian, yeah, okay. Let's see, there is no outer space, says Constant Man. You know what, Constant Man, there is space. I'm going to disagree with you there. I've done a video showing that. So I'm not arguing about the so-called UFOs. I did say in my previous video, on Galactic Grids, that they're from here, most likely. And I made a good case for that. But I will disagree with you about space. I can do, and I got a video on Galactic Grids where I can show you why that silly little model of all the planets hanging like a mobile over a flat Earth was absolutely wrong on the day of an eclipse over Argentina. I proved it right there. Bam! Earth is a sphere. And there's a zillion proofs for it. It's not the topic of this channel. And half of y'all believe the Earth is flat, so I'm not going to go into it on this channel. But guys, the Earth is not flat. If you don't like that, and if it makes you mad, bye. Where I'm here, this channel's purpose is to save your rear ends, to save your necks from what's coming at us. If you get hung up on things like that, look, even Jeffrey Daugherty and I could get along enough that he would have me as a guest on his channel, and we absolutely disagreed on those matters. There's matters that we absolutely disagreed on, but he would have me on his channel as a guest still because there were things that we agreed on. And those were, we thought, more important, and it had to do with those that are trying to hoodwink us into shackles. So, you know, the purpose of my channel here is to help you survive, thrive, and stay alive. If you got to be all hung up on the shape of the Earth, and if you disagree with me, if that's more important to you, then goodbye. Let the door, don't let the door hit you on the way out as you unsubscribe. You can stay here if you want to, but if that's more important to you, goodbye. You know, I'm going to tell you, the Earth is a sphere. But if you can't handle that, then that's just tough. I came here to talk about other things, but if that's what you want to talk about in the chat room, fine. If you want to believe that, I don't care what you believe. But if it's so important to you that you can't stand being on my channel, then that's where I draw the lines. Because like I said, I get along with people that don't agree with me on everything. And I've been a guest on channels. I've had people on my channel that we don't agree on some very strong fundamental things, but there's things we agreed to enough on that we can collaborate. Now, if you can't be there, if you can't go there, then the heck with it. Okay. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? Sophia, all the sun. Jason, MLRS are more common. Yeah, the MLRSs came out first. We only made, though, 1,300 MLRS vehicles, but we made over 700,000 of these rockets. But the rockets are interchangeable, actually. This launches twice as many as this. I mean, you see each one of these little 6-packs here. That can be either 6-pack of these rockets or one of these rockets. And this guy here can only carry like one side of this. But this guy is more transportable, the HIMARS. So I'm here. Hey, Johan, how you doing? And let's see, Sophia, the Earth is not flat. Thank you. And Florida man, it is only round because our eyeballs are round. Whatever. Whatever. All righty. So let's show you this, guys.
Nuclear war, even though they're not nuclear. Greg, how can that happen? Well, I got to sort of tell you about these rockets and where they may be going and how this may trigger and cross the red lines stated to us by the Russians. And so, guys, this is quite a story. I'll be real quick about it. The guys, I'd bring you this as part of my eyes wide open and head on a swivel series because
now here we are. So right after this was announced, they says, no, we're not going to send them. And then they come out and go, oh yeah, we're going to send this one. We're going to send this one. So they had some negotiations with Ukrainians, and the negotiations was that they couldn't fire into Russia because we didn't want to evoke the wrath of the Russians. It might bring us a World War III. As you know, I have not been in favor of that kind of an approach either. What do you think about the United States doing the internet attack on Russia? Well, we expect to see it coming back. That's what I think. We might see an EMP attack on our country, guys. That would really do us in. Sorry, Greg, I was being facetious. I didn't do enough to communicate that it's 200 character message. Okay, custom man, that's fine. Hey, look, if you believe the earth is flat, I don't care. But if you come in here and tell me that's the most important thing and it trumps everything else, you know, then to heck with it. I get some people with that kind of attitude too. So, you know, what you believe, your personal belief, that's up to you. Jeremiah, I hope everyone's doing well. There you go, Jeremiah. So in any event, the HIMARS, look guys, artillery calculations for long range artillery has to take in to account the spin of the earth, the curvature of the earth. Yeah, that's part of why it takes, you know, that's why we invented the first computers that we invented. They did artillery calculations. That's what they did. It was the first job of our very first computers that we did, and they were vacuum tube computers. It took a lot of water to cool those huge computers too, guys. All right, so the U.S. isn't the only country that has the version. That's true. That's true. We filtered those around, and you can see that in here on these articles. So here is the M270, the MLRS, and it'll probably tell you what countries it's in. Let's see. I have, I don't know if this ain't telling me, but I have seen it in the past. They went and updated this Wikipedia, and they've added some stuff that wasn't in here on these platforms previously. All right, they did tell you what countries they were in previously. They dropped that. They're just telling us what wars they served in now. And this one, of course, is Persian Gulf War, war in Afghanistan, Iraq War. You're going to see the HIMARS is already showing Ukraine already, and the vehicles have not been there. Crazy, right? Cummins diesel engine. Okay. Now, this has been added, I believe. I think they just added this column in here. They were carrying a maximum firing range. So the articles that we're seeing on these topics now don't talk about maximum firing range, guys. Here they're talking about, I'll shoot these ads. U.S. President Joe Biden, I can't hear anything, the ads trying to pop down, announced on Wednesday, today, a new man, didn't we just aren't we just sending them $40 billion? We just agreed to send them $40 billion. Now there's a brand new, almost another $1 billion. Joe Biden announced on Wednesday a new $700 million weapon package for Ukraine that will include the high mobility artillery rocket system. That's HIMARS, which can accurately hit targets as far away as 80 kilometers or 50 miles. Some other articles I saw was talking 43 miles. Okay, there are rockets that can carry that has that as their maximum effective range. It doesn't mean it's their maximum range. So suddenly this is the new emphasis, and I come in here and look at HIMARS and MLRS, and I'm seeing they've added data that wasn't previously in here. You can see here for HIMARS, excuse me, they've added the war in Afghanistan, the Syrian Civil War, of course, the Iraqi war, the Civil War, not the first Iraq war that we went into, and the Russo-Ukrainian War. It's already here, and they're calling it service history, and it's not even got there yet. Wow. It's like in the future looking back. What is that, guys? That's not service history. Isn't history if it hasn't taken place yet? That's predictive history. Wow. Anyway, now suddenly they've added effective firing range and maximum. This is what was in here previously. So they're mentioning a couple of other rockets in here, the M26, which apparently has a effective firing range of 20 miles. Is that maximum? The M26A, 28 miles. And here's the number we've been saying, the M30 to 31, 43 miles. It's not 80 kilometers. That's not 50 miles like the other article that we just saw. So where do they get the data from? I don't know. Cracker Jack box, maybe. But here's what you need to know. This is the ATACMS rocket, that big red and white rocket I showed y'all earlier when I was standing out in front of the launcher just a few days ago. If I had time, I would have went and done part of the video today there, but I was really pressed for schedule there. I wasn't able to pull that off. You see the ATACMS has a maximum firing range of 190 miles. The precision strike missile, apparently we're not giving that to Ukraine. It's got, and it's called precision strike. So that would almost suggest that it's effective range, right? Well, look at this, 310 miles. If you go to the edge of the border of Ukraine, it's 274 miles to Moscow. Moscow is in range of the precision strike missile, which can be fired from HIMARS. So there you go. But they're talking missiles of this type, of these types. Whoops, right here. Primarily, they're talking missiles in the category of this right down here, the M30, the M31 missiles. And you can click on it, you can see this guy here where you can see an article about, not the missile itself, M26 artillery rocket. So this is an artillery rocket. It's not really such a smart rocket. But I don't know, it does carry submunitions of grenades. Look at that. That is a photograph of a wholly different system. That's not even the same thing. Cluster munitions with you might have saw this in one of the movies with from Alcatraz with old what's his name? Can't think of his name right now. Played in Raising Arizona. Sure you know who I'm talking about. All right, I gotta get back to checking what you guys are saying here in a little bit. We got 101 in the chat room. You know, you guys can do me a lot of good here in a little bit, guys. So we're going to chat for a minute here. I will go through all your stuff. Jason Smith, what are you calling rubbish on, my friend? Semi-lethal range. I said devoted at Florida. Okay, you guys arguing with each other? Few days. Insanity best described. There you go. My apologies. The proper name for the old Deutsch machine was Nebelwerfer. What? All right, Jason. I got to get you on live again. You have to talk about it. Jeremiah 42, like M13, a 110. Okay, he's breaking down. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Okay. Thanks, guys. Oh, yeah, by the way, today is the 19th anniversary of me having worked for the company or family of companies I'm working for. All right, so let's go. And I don't know how much longer that's going to last. It's really a political thing. All righty, guys. So let's go back to HIMARS. So supposedly, we've got an agreement from the Ukrainians that they won't fire this into Russian territory, not Russian held territory, but not into Russian, so-called Russian territory of the actual nation of Russia. Now, will they hold true to that? Well, apparently they're probably trying to give them these shorter range missiles to limit that. Is that the case? Can they get the longer range missiles? Can they come up with them? This platform is capable of firing missiles that have at least a maximum effective range, we now know, of 310 miles. That's a wee bit more than 43 miles, right? Or 20 miles, so we'll see. let's hope that we're not walking down the steps of World War III. But here it is, guys. I put it before you. I put before you the data, the facts, and it's interesting. They did previously show in here what nations these things were in. I'm not seeing it now on this chart. Now I can probably find that on other sources, but let's move on. Let's move on. Ding, 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 ding. So again, there's the HIMARS. So I want y'all to check this guy out. Multiple launch rocket system. I see these all the time. You know, look, missiles, rockets, that's all part of my, you know, bread and butter, my daily life, guys, almost. So do come in here and check this out. Watch that video. I'm not going to replay the whole thing. You can see it here. But guys, if we get into it with Russia, here's what you need. Nuclear survival and prepping with Green Gregs. There are several videos in here. It tells you how to survive a nuclear war, especially the first 4 or 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe that one. The first 4 are the best. First 5, let me put it that way. These videos right here are the most important in this whole series. The ones you can see right there. Surviving nuclear war, part 1, part 2. Nuclear bug out safe zones, shelters. First 24 hours, second 24 hours, what to do. I did these with Stacy Zavicki. These are good videos. Y'all need to check them out if you've not already done it. Okay. I will check the chat room in a moment. And we're going to Zinjamin. Sounds like a couple premiers back in China. Yeah, there you go. We can always survive on dirt tea. Dirty, dirt tea, dirt tea. Ah, dirt tea. All right. Hey, I started a company once called TDT. Transdimensional Technologies. Well, I kind of facilitated it. Was first president, but I was bought out by Remigius Shaddis. Shaddis is the man that bought me out. And then I put that money into the High Altitude Research Corporation to finish my Cat's Prize rocket. So that's what I did. All right, guys. So I'll show. In fact, I've got some articles from Transdimensional Technologies up here. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Well, I'll tell you what. I really think what was being developed here was ion wind, and I really got and I got convinced of that way back early on. And our so-called principal investigator didn't like that idea, because he wrote papers claiming it was a non-conservative, non-linear application of the Lorentz force. And I said otherwise. See these little lifters here? That's definitely ion wind in operation. You can actually feel it. But I was suggesting we could use ion wind in aircraft applications, and he didn't want to play that game. So he made sure that our chief investor bought me out, which was fine with me because I didn't like where he was going with that. And I took the money and put it on the High Altitude Research Corporation. So this was one of my ventures that I was involved in, and so-called UFO technology. And it's not the only one I got involved in. There's different technologies I've had my fingers in. I'm not going to talk too much about most of them. I'll talk about this because it's on the interweb, and because I think it was hokey. Because I think my principal investigator was pulling the wool on her eyes. He had some very fanciful math, and but he asymmetric gravitational wave propulsion system, Jeff Cameron. There's some of his equations. Well, he went to a lot more than that. He had pages of that stuff. Anyway, I said, Jeff, show me this thing running in a vacuum. I said, if you can show me this thing running in a vacuum, Joseph Firmage will give us millions. I went out to visit his office, They just want to sit and run the vacuum, put it in the vacuum. He wasn't running the vacuum. Once he knew down well it wasn't running the vacuum. I said, okay, we got an on wind machine. It's making an airplane out. They're doing that now, by the way. They're actually doing that now. My apologies. Let's see. Okay, I'm not got the latest chat up here. Where's it go? All right. No, was the first prepper. You're right. It worked out for them too, didn't it? The world is laughing at us. Let them laugh. We'll get the last laugh. Order out of chaos. Chaos 222 as in 2022. Okay. Jeremiah. I always want to say Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Of course, you're not a bullfrog. That always comes to mind. I saw ion thing back 70s ion propulsion. Now, yeah, there was ion propulsion, like in where they had electric rocket engines. It's different than this ion wind phenomenology. Ion wind can be accelerated by electrically charged plates that are put together in a asymmetrical fashion. And that's exactly what he was doing here. And I called him on it real quick. When I started seeing the application of what he was coming up with. I mean, these little things will run. They will spin around and around. See, these are with little cylinders, copper cylinders, the coins. Somewhere here, you can probably find a video of these darn things running. See, this is TDT was the name of the company. Actually, I came up with the name. You say it real fast, it's TDT, TDT. TDT, TDT. So there we go. I quite was happy to get bought out of that because I didn't want to be a part of it. I used the money for something more solid, which is rockets. And I knew Jeff was not playing ball. Hey, Jesse, how you doing from Northeast Arizona? Well, I'm going to go through all your things in a minute. Now, Jeremiah and my decoder. Jeremiah was a decoder. He was a good friend of mine. I never understood a number he threw out, but I sure like to listen to his mind. He sure had an interest in mine. Joey to the world. Numbers to the world. We'll come up with a song there for you, Jeremiah. How about that? I'll sing a song for anybody. It says, there are claims that the X-37B is testing a new propulsion. Yeah, I think a lot of that is ion wind too. I really think that's what they're using. Now, a friend of mine actually tried to develop two balloons that came together in the V format, and he tried to put ion wind drive into it and didn't have enough power to drive it. That was, John Powell. He had JP Aerospace. He and I were buddies from way back. John was trying to do that. He tried to come up with a very high altitude dirigible, and he keep your UFOs. I just wanted one of those Hueys. He tried to come up with a high altitude dirigible, and he thought he could actually get it going fast enough once it got above the atmosphere to pretty much get orbital velocity. Is what he was hoping for. But he couldn't get enough power to run at the high altitudes the plates that would accelerate the wind. Because higher you get up, you get more you get a lot of ions in the ionosphere. The atmosphere is less dense, but there's less working fluid. He just but he had too much surface area. The wind would blow it around. Aerostar, which was the balloon manufacturer, Mike Smith was the chief engineer in Aerostar. Boy, he didn't want nothing to do with that anymore. He got mad at John Powell over all that. He didn't want nothing to do with that kind of stuff anymore. Oh, John still got JP Aerospace. He's still doing things, but not to the level he was trying to. He thought he could come up with a big atmospheric sky station. Well, I've come up with concepts for that now that I'm pretty sure will work, but not trying to do what he was trying to do. But these are things I've played with in the past. So let me show y'all something. Let's go somewhere else here. We're going to take this to a whole nother place. Galactic Grids was a bullfrog. Here we are, guys. Now these last three videos. Hey, by the way, there was a meteor shower especially out at Kick Peak in Arizona. They had some really good meteors out there from this Tau Herculid meteor series. And I've had a few friends telling me that they saw some good ones. I saw lights in the sky, but they're fireflies. Yeah, we got a lot of fireflies out now. All right. Not from space. Guys, you got to watch this video. Here's what I'd like for y'all to do. Come here to my Galactic Grids channel. Please visit Galactic Grids channel, because I need subscribers here and I need views. I just reposted this video here. This was 2 videos originally. And let's see if I take this, if I actually go to Galactic Grids, I can probably show y'all. Oh, it is in the Galactic Grid still. I'll show you something here in a minute, guys. This video was my very first video, got well over 3,000 views. That video was about to skyrocket. It was on the verge of going viral because the viewership was straight up. I've never had a video do that good on green grids. This video almost made Galactic Grids a better, bigger channel than Green Grids. But this lady here, suddenly was getting a lot of attention from this video, and she asked me to pull it. She was happy at first because she was set up an institute to fund anti-gravity research. And that's what this talk was about. Because there is technology. We had an entire room full of NASA propulsion engineers, rocket scientists in this room, having good, honest discussion with this lady, talking about these projects. And she went through numerous projects that various people had tried. Some of them were hokey and some were interesting. But that was a very interesting discussion. No one was laughing or giggling. Everybody took it serious. And the consensus of the room was the problem was good funding, independent funding, so that people could pursue this technology. She was going to set up to do that. And shortly after she asked me to pull the video, she kind of disappeared. I haven't heard from her since. Her YouTube, her Facebook channel went blank. She's not posted anything in over 2 years. People post birthday notices to her, but she's not even reciprocated. She's not posted anything. I've not heard from her. It's just like people who do. In fact, one of the subjects of this video was Ning Lee, who also disappeared. Apparently just died in 2021. Apparently in Huntsville, Madison, our local area. We thought maybe she went back to China or something. She disappeared. She might have went black. Maybe this girl went to a black program. Or maybe she's in the black program or underground black. I don't know what's happened. Or maybe she just wanted to hide under a rock because she got too much attention. Maybe somebody threatened. I don't know. When you start playing around with these kind of technologies, you're playing with fire, especially if you got something that can work. If you're on the right track, you get a lot of heat on your back. So it's a kind of it's risky business to get into this kind of business. That's why you want to watch this video, because here's the thing, guys. This video, the original video I posted, nearly made my channel go. I could have monetized Galactic Grids. Galactic Grids don't have nearly, it's got the number of subscribers it needs, but it's got nowhere near the views. And we got 108 people in the room right now. If y'all went in and watched these 3 videos and just clicked them, if you don't watch them, just and let them play, you would get me a whole lot closer to being where I could get the channel monetized. If y'all just went in and just clicked them and let them play. But I would say you really want to watch it because there's some good content. This is interesting. Very interesting. That's why it was going viral. I hope it can go viral all over again. I hope I've not lost that momentum. The topic is very topical now with all the DOD announcements. So I hope that this can take traction again. Now, this lady is talking about India is a powerhouse for future space. Lena Bokal, she is a really nice woman. She's a delightful person. She's also an educator for space. She's a space engineer. She's out to enthuse young people for space and science technology. And look, she is just the ray of sunshine. You got to watch this lady. And this video here, not from space. Yeah, I'm laying out the case for why I don't think these guys are from space at all. Maybe they are demons. They sure smell like them. And I talk to you about the demon phenomenology of the incubus and succubus. The phenomenology that people ascribe to them is the same phenomenology that people ascribe to abduction phenomenology, whatever that is or is not. Whatever. There's a lot of commonality in the effects of the experiencers between those two events, whatever that is or is not worth. Just throwing it out there, guys. Jim A, I can do that green gratis. You will get my support 100%. Well, thank you. So guys, go on here. If you've not subscribed to Galactic Grids, do it. Let's get some links thrown here in the chat room. I'm gonna have to come in here and where's the chat room on this? Yeah. Let's see it somewhere else. I like what it's done here. Tell me, clean. Well, where did it go? I don't even have it here. Holy walking smoke moly. I don't know. When I change my computer out, it's not making Chrome my default. It's making Edge the default. So my channel opens up an Edge over here for some reason. Greg, it's evil for sure, you mean, right? Reality is only as well as we make it. There you go. So let's see if I come in here, if I can get a chat room started here. Oh, I'm not logged in at. I'm not gonna do that here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to post it from the other computer. All right. Hey, New Days, how about posting my Galactic Grids links, would you please? Or one of you other mods, if you would, I'd appreciate it. If you'd post my Galactic Grids links in the chat room here. I don't want to go through it here. That'd be easy. I could actually do it on this other computer easier. There we go. My page supply, that's good. Get our, yeah, you need to go to check out prepwithgreg.com is when you need to go to. Prepwithgreg.com, guys. Dr. Jimmy, those numbers look good for your channel size. Yeah, but that channel should have been a lot bigger. I'm telling you that one video almost went viral and I had to pull it. But I took out her contact information. So that's what she was worried about. I pulled that out. It took me a lot of time last couple of days to edit this stuff and get it reposted, get it recompiled, recomposted, composted. Tell them Orange Farm posted. All right, guys. So do this. Do me a big favor. Come in here and go to Galactic Grids. I will post. Somebody else don't do it for me. I'll post it over in this other computer in a little bit. And at least watch these 3 videos or let them play through. But I tell you what, they're all good content. You know, I think you want to see them. And check out the stuff I've got on here, guys. Let's check out. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the videos. I gotta scroll up. Why Rod Cosm wants Musk dead. That's interesting. Talk about space station, saving space station. How the Blue Origin is going to use their old Saturn V test stand for their new motors here. About buy that test stand right there. I've seen the RD-180s fire from that test stand. That's the motors for the Atlas V rocket. This is one of the most important videos that I've ever done on both channels. Billionaire Space Ventures. This is the scoop on Virgin Galactic. This is some of our balloon hybrid rocket stuff that I've done. There's Bob Zubrin talking about colonizing Mars. I've known Bob from way back. But I like to colonize Venus first. Some older videos. Here's a Airtober rocket, Axiom. These planet videos, planets in space. Here is the light from voice anomaly, where it's got the link to Rex's video, which is better than mine. Thank you for posting that, New Days. Appreciate that. So New Days is posting links to this channel. High Techs. This is a project I worked on, which was intended to be captured by a helicopter, just like Rocket Lab is doing today, many years later. They actually have made good on what we started way back then. And this is the oldest video currently posted on Galactic Grids. It's with Rex. There's another one with Rex. So Rex was in my first oldest and in my fourth oldest. And Rex has not been on this channel since, so I got to get him back. But what we were talking about. In this video, was talking about how to defeat space aliens, how you could fight them. On space aliens, demons, whatever. There's I was looking at their physical attributes and how they could be defeated. Oh yeah, Moon or Mars. Let's see. One of these videos is my where I'm shooting down the flat Earth. That is it. Solar eclipse proof Earth is a sphere right there. Solar storm to end civilization. Historical videos. We had a Apollo 11 50th anniversary with HAL 5. Vacation in space. Moon rocket. So I started this off kind of funny. I was having a little fun.
Hey, bud, got $53 million just burning a hole in the pocket. What? I got a deal for you.
And look what I turned into.
On the International Space Station. Yes. So what it is NASA has decided that they're going to let people fly on the International Space Station for $50 to $52 million.
There you go. See, I can have some fun. So I went from looking like a gangster to somebody ready for a Hawaii vacation. Yeah, I like to have a little fun. Now, if I had a little better props and camera work, that could have been funny indeed, right? But check it out, guys. There's some fun in here. We've had some fun and we've taught some serious stuff. $9 per pound to orbit. That's a huge game changer if they can pull it off. And oh yeah, there's my music. Sometimes I use as an opener. Or a closer.
Hello, this is Greg Allison with Galactic Grids coming to you on the very.
Here we go. Music is all from satellite probes going through the magnetospheres of other planets and the moons of the planets, like the Jovian moons, things like that. And I've got a similar set I'll play here at the end.
Dates from the docking with ISS. And my friends, I want to say thank you for watching.
Well, I'll be starting here in a minute. Thought there was some more sound at the end of this, and some of them we got at the end. There we go. Should be now. Oh, hear it. Something happened to my sound track. I had sound there. It's gone. I had a different set of space sounds I'm put at the end of some of these videos. Something happened to that. Thought I had on the front end.
Hello, this is Greg Allison with Galactic.
All right, guys. Quite a few videos on here, but definitely watch these three. Let them play all the way through. If you can't stand to watch it, just find a time you got to go somewhere else and just let her rip. But I actually encourage you to watch it. Saving Space Station with my friend Gary Barnhard. We both worked on it at the same time. Branson beats Bezos. Evidence for life on Mars was there at one time. I got quite a few topics in there, guys. But not nearly as many videos as I got on Green Grids, just because Green Grids got monetized earlier and I've had more incentive to produce there. But I can throw out, now that we've kind of come, now the government's come loose and started admitting a few things, I feel more open about reintroducing some of these topics. Because now the government says they're serious. Okay, then let's talk about it. What is it really? All right, enough for that. Enough for that. Oh, you know what, guys? We're about halfway through this video. So you know what that means? It's time for our centerfold. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, let's see. I'm paging through an astronomy magazine. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My asteroid is a centerfold. Ding, 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 ding. Here's the astronomy picture of the day. Our heavenly bodies, our meteors, streaking through the sky over Kitt Peak in Arizona. Oh, look here. It labels what the constellations are above when you do this. But here are quite a few meteors all at once. I've never seen that many at one time. So there was the places and times that this came through. Lola Guacamole, you like my din, 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 din. There we go. I got to work on that because that's going to be a regular feature on our show on the LEAP project. Our centerfold. Din, 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 din. Heavenly bodies. Yes, we show heavenly bodies in our centerfold. The creation. Tonight, it's bolides. It's meteoroids. Little bitty heavenly bodies streaking through the sky. Streaking, guys. Din, 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 din. Gigi, what did you do? What did you do with the money? Oh, what money is that for a centerfold? All right, guys, I'm gonna read the chat now. We've kind of gone through topics here. We've talked about a little bit of the alien stuff. I'm not going to go all through my case about that. I mean, gee, guys, watch my videos on Galactic Grids. I go greatly into my case for why I say they're not from Earth. I mean, not from space. But I throw a twist in the end, which could countervail the whole argument. So, hey, it's interesting. Check it out. Fully fixed streak it. Oh, the money for singing lessons. I gotcha. Tahili, Greg, you won't believe how much lettuce cost in Australia this week. $20 for a head. Yow. Hey, Top Knot, how you doing, buddy? $3. Thank you. There's my singing lesson money. I need to take singing lessons, I'm told. Thank you, Top Knot. Most appreciative. You and Brian tonight. I can film the Minnesota skies and post if you want. There you go. You got any meteoroids tonight there, Brian? I think this series is now past the tall Herculoids, probably. All right, we're gonna stop the share. Halo. Halo. Hang a rocket from a balloon and off we go. We're gonna fly a rocket into space. We're gonna begin the amateur space race. Halo. All righty, guys. When I say halo, I mean it. That's what got me this thing back in 1997. Space Pioneer Award of the National Space Society. It's the only mention of my name that I'm aware of on Wikipedia. Yikes. $20 a head. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to be doing some more food videos here soon, guys. I want to do one with Tommy Waller. He has got some really good data on that. I've been getting some data from some of you guys about attacks on our food system here in the United States. So that's got to be an upcoming video. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to interview Dr. Peter Vincent Pry. We're going to talk about this risk of war with Russia. Tomorrow morning, my friends, Dr. Peter Vincent Pry. I won't post it in the morning. I'll post it probably at 4 later. So you got to check that out. Dr. Peter Pry is coming back on my channel. I've had him on my channel many times. Our good friend Canadian Prepper finally got him on his channel a few months ago, and he talks about it constantly. Well, I've had Dr. Pry, I've had Ambassador Cooper, I've had generals, and just about everybody he talks about that he had on his channel, I've had him on my channel too, before he did, including the guy who was running for governor in New Mexico, the so-called nuclear weapons expert. So I've had these people here. So check it out, guys. My channel is nowhere near as big as, hey, I like Canadian Prepper. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I watch him. I do like it. But guys, hey, I like Ed with Prepper Nurse 1 too, guys. For some reason, I'm not getting notifications for his videos. And that's bad because I used to always like going to his stuff. Oh. And I have some tea. I had a smaller tea mug and I dropped it and broke it. It's like I broke my family coffee mug here. The handle, I got to get this re-glued on, guys. Yeah. So I've started out with this other little coffee mug. And get the idea. This is a big mug. This thing's ginormous. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna check the chat out, guys. That's something I like to do. See what you guys are saying. But before you end the night, go check out. You know what? I'm gonna put the link in here if I can find it. Ding, 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 ding. Blood runs cold. My memory's just been sold. My angel, my asteroid is a centerfold. All right, guys. I got to work on those lyrics and the singing according to New Days Old Ways, apparently. La da 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 da. Check out Galactic Grids. Please check out Galactic Grids. YouTube change font for a day on no notifications. Oh, changing the font. I think it's more than that. Trippy Viking Cultivation. Thanks for getting that song stuck in my head. That's my problem. Stuck in my head. Hey, thank you there, Jason. Galactic Grids. I heard Dr. Powell on Mark Levin's show once. That's true. He's been on Mark Levin. Mark Levin's a huge channel. Just think, for me to get him on my channel as much as I do, my channel's been really small. You know, for some of the star superpower I brought on here and interviewed. I want to get Tommy Waller back here again soon, I think, and probably we'll get some of the my old regulars back on here. We need to start getting some of these topics aired out a little bit more again. All right, so let's see what everybody's saying here. And for radio, man, I guess it's like fluoride, between fluoride and Florida. It's not my devotion. It's not devotion, it's observation. You know, I guess this didn't go all the way back to the beginning. I'm showing something. That's the first chat I'm showing here in the chat room here on my laptop. And that looks like continuation of some discussion. Gee, weather, good evening. Sun Worshiping Black Buffalo. That's just the unclassified range. Well, you got a point. You got a point. Jason Smith, rubbish. Okay, I know there's some older chat messages. It's not going all the way back here. Jim A is, hello, thank you for what you do. I appreciate you. Thank you there, Jim A. La. Good day, Brandy, says Jeremiah. Brian. Oh, his message. Yeah, sticking in my head too. Let's see. Hey there, Chewy. Well, that's just the thing. They make these tunes catchy, so they'll do just that. As Blackwell, Brian says, hey, did you know you can lie to the FBI now? Sun worshiping Black Buffalo. Well, hey, we got politicians been doing it all the time, right? And we had politicians from the FBI lying to the people. No kidding. Like Comey. Brandy had a great day. So fed some leatherback, snapping turtles. All right. So you down on the coast again if you send leatherbacks, aren't you? Or close to it, down in the bayous, yeah. Green country. What are those? What are those about 120 millimeter rockets? Good question there, Jason. I have to look up the caliber. I thought the caliber was in some of that data on them. Well, there's really two primary calibers on those rockets. There's the regular rockets, and then there's the ATACMS. The ATACMS are much larger. Oh yeah, guys, we need to talk about. You know, I should have. We got to talk about something else before we're done here. Yeah. Let's go to Freedom Restoration Foundation. Let's see if we got some latest alerts. Guys, they are trying to take their nugs every way they can. They said they was only going to go after. They said they would only go after what? The so-called assault nugs. What's it take to have an assault nug? Paint it black, right? Make it scary looking. Put a handle on it. It's a salt nug. Put some salt on it, and you got a salt nug. All right, let's go here. I don't know if we got our latest posted here yet or not. Guys, they're talking about taking away our most common hand nug. We're talking about taking our 9mm versions. All right. Hey, guys, we're even trying to help the Canadians, good friends up north. Here we go. Executive branch assault. Here's what they're trying to do to the Canadians, guys. Shall not be infringed. Gotta remember this. Shall not be infringed is what it says. That's kind of like, I shall not be moved. Be moved. I shall not be moved. Yeah, look here, guys. This is what they're talking about. Regular, everyday stuff. So they're really going after everything, almost. Just give them time. So if you want to combat that, you want to work to preserve our freedoms, come to freedomrestorationfoundation.org. Check the Action Center site and go through here, look at the alerts, and take action. Everything you need for making contacts is right down here. And I pay for this out of my own pocket. I shall not be moved. Here we are, guys. The best website there is. It tells you all the stuff you can do to take action to keep our world safe. There it is. Like I said, proposition my channel, except you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. There we go. We're going to stop this share. Figure out it might be sharing. Not sure I'm sharing. What's going on here? Something don't look right. Oh, it didn't go to share. Didn't do it. Sorry, guys. It didn't go all the way through. Here's the Action Center, guys. I thought y'all were seeing this. I thought it clicked. Here's what we got for Canadians. Executive branch assault. Goes in great detail. bills, the actions. See our other alerts down here. Hey, I like this one. This is one I like to see us push. All right. Check out freedomrestorationfoundation.org. We also have groups on MeWe and on Facebook. Check them out. All right, stop the share. Halo. Let's get back to the comments. Or tell America gone 2 shots. It will be if they take all that stuff up. Yeah, who are they working for? Tidal lock is impossible to only see one side of the moon. It's preposterous. It's because the moon is heavier on one side, but you find all these bodies where they're orbiting, they will tidal lock eventually. If they're really close to the body they're orbiting. Small, if they're smaller and close. East Coast wave, Eastwood. Nicolas Cage is the one I was talking about, not Eastwood. Jason Smith got it right. I was talking about Nicolas Cage earlier. Wow, that's way back. Hit the like one or hit the like or walk the plank. There you go, Willie. Fix it. I see dead people. Zombie, says Brandy. What the Ukrainians eating Russian long pork? They're liable to if we get hungry enough. Happy day, Greggy, says Willie Fix it. Traveler, congratulations, Greg. Well, thank you, Traveler. What did you congratulate me for? Well, German jet and rocket propulsion tech was way ahead of everybody else. Well, I did talk about so the Allies snatched up as many scientists as they could via paperclip. Well, the paperclip operation surrendered specific. They went out of the way to surrender to America so they wouldn't get captured by the Russians. They voluntarily went out of the way to surrender to us. At least the guys under von Braun did. Yo. How you doing, Granny? Randy? Bob. Monkey Works YouTube shows of flight plans and military perspective. I gotta give Lee Wilbarger credit. He does a lot better job than Monkey Works. He's a lot more accurate in his analysis. What he sees is better. By comparison, Monkey Works is an amateur compared to Lee Wilbarger in that regard. Now, maybe that Lee Wilbarger don't show it as much as Monkey Works. I mean, maybe Lee was showing that stuff a lot more than he is now. If we get into it with Russia, we might need that CBR gear, yeah. Ring Greg's, good to see you. I always slept to your worm videos. There you go, Granny. I'm going to Greg's house when it goes down. Oh, Jeremiah. In country. Let's see. Crafty 159. I'm in Scotland, so I don't think I'll have to bother about day 2. Uh-oh. Yeah, you don't have a lot of room there in Scotland. Maybe you want to get out of Scotland. Nothing else to lose. Pentecost is June 5th, 22. The day after is June 6th. June 15th. June is the 6th month of the 6th day. All right, you're sounding like Jeremiah now. Oh, gives you that 666. They ain't scaring us. So the D-Day would be June 6th. So you think the Antichrist is going to show up on the 6th of June? Is that what you're telling us? Well, that's going to be what, if he does, we're going to see it really soon. That's just 5 days from now, almost 4. This day's gone. Greg, will you put the worm? Greg, will you put in the worm farm? Oh, you want to show videos on the worm farm? could. Is that what you want to see? Scroll away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, scroll up. Randy had a great day. Fed some. Oh yeah, I already saying that. What's going on? And son. All right, now back where I need to be. Knowledge is power. And I'm thankful for you, Greg. Well, thank you, knowledge is power. Yeah, excuse me if I slow down while I'm scrolling. Sometimes I'm having a little bit of trouble here. We're not keeping the action really going here like we want to sometimes. All right. I already read that. Greg, will you put in the worm farm? What are you going to do, Taz? Brian, survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. The fluffy fluff rabbit is a nincompoop. Oh, you just solvings would say. For a bunker to work, one needs tunneling machinery to get back out. Well, if you got a deep one, son. If most of the stuff, if you're not at ground zero, you only need about 6 foot of dirt overhead, honestly. At most, maybe you might not need that much, depending on what's going on. All right. So what's the first prayer? I saw it earlier. All right, guys, can't get enough caffeine today. In the science project section says, I will fix it. 1 second after I was the broom maker on the arch. The ark. There you go. J.W. Owner. Revelations were completed in 70 AD. Well, that's definitely, I read books on that. But where did the 200 million come from? Across the Tigris River. I think that's in the future. I think it might not all be at 70 AD. Excuse me, guys. Black Creek, Wisconsin. Okay, super. Simply human. Oh. Well, I should have had more other than that. We're confident. Caffeine. Keep your UFOs. I want one of those Hueys. If you ever flew in a Huey, say Huey in the chat. So Huey. I flew on a Huey one time. Huey. Welcome, Wisconsin, says Randy. You think we already crossed the line? Well, Brian, we're not getting nuked yet, so I don't know. Of course, then maybe they're redrawing the line. All right, guys, I'm about halfway through the chat. It's already 11:15. I need to speed this up. But I think it's boring if I'm just scrolling. We need to be talking. We still got 86 in the room, though. That bored too badly, but I think we got 120 in their peak. No channel, my friends. We have a lot of channel. Okay. Let's see. Kermit 432. I would like to see a positive on net and ground it. See the effects on signal. See a positive ion net. Well, if you ground it and it's positive, it's going to ground. It won't be up in the sky. Those unlike charges attract each other just like boom. Come down real fast. And the only way you get positive charge is strip electrons off atoms. So you have a plasma of atoms with no electrons. That gives you a positive charge. But they're going to be hunting electrons real fast. Excuse me, guys. Pardon me. Yeah, you can levitate using acoustic sound. Takes a lot of energy though. 42 hertz, 48 hertz. 10 Fort works well. We already see the comments on the Galactic Grids channel on the Antigravity research. The comments about what was his name? He bent metal, did all kind of crazy stuff. Now I'm getting brain. I can't think of the guy's name. We'll come to him later. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff on there. What caught my attention is how he could deform metals, rip them apart without even melting them. Hutchinson effect. Yeah, Hutchinson's a guy. Hutchinson. But one thing that struck my interest, well, I can't talk on this channel. I get in trouble. I'll have to save it for something I want to talk to you guys about. I just can't talk it here. I would get banned. Started to say it. I almost stepped into it, guys. I have to put this on either Rex's channel when I get there, or talk it on Lethal Buggers Network. I can't talk it here. CIA is heart attacks and strokes. Ooh. Dalton, Halo. There you go. Halo. LOL. Huge moon number. 108. Oh, Brian, you're being scolded by Katie with New Days Old Ways. Everybody, we got to keep our chat clean. No cursing. No, don't get dirty on us. Nug up. Keep powder dry. There you go. Will it fix it? All right. You know, I'm still got a long way to go in this chat because I saw some of his notes earlier. We can just reboot back to 2020. Yeah, too bad. That would be nice. Jason Smith, aliens live about 90 minutes north of here in the old silver mines. Let's go get them. Let's flush them out. Judas, uh-oh. JW owner, Judas. Now, you bringing Judas up as a point, or are you saying somebody is a Judas? Just subscribe. Thank you, GMA. Thank you, Crafty One. You know what? I ought to be able to pull up my hang on. I'll go here and see how we're doing on Galactic Grids now. Switch accounts. Ooh, some of y'all have subscribed. I'm just going to see what's happening here. Jeremiah was a good friend of mine. All right, that's good. Hey, that's great. We got about 13 or 14 of you subscribed. Yay. Come on, guys, let's bring it on. Let's get a few more. Come in and subscribe to Galactic Grids and watch those 3 videos I was showing y'all. My 3 most recent videos on Galactic Grids. They're interesting. If y'all watch them and let it go all the way through, it's going to take me closer to being able to monetize. It won't quite get me there, but it'll get me a lot closer, and I need to get there. Because it may take down my green grids. Who knows? The stuff we talk about, and it may take us out here. I thought Russia was going to leave ISS. Yeah, they're talking about it. The question is when. They're actually talking about doing it at the end of the year. They're actually within the contract phase right now. Ellen Line, ready for some worm knowledge. Oh, okay. Well, I thought I'd save until I'm starting to sell worms again. And we're still working some worm beds. We ain't got them all full up yet. We're working on it. Thank you, Dr. G Man. Hey, the man with the Space Force pin, just like on my hat. Well, I'm glad you finally subscribed to my space channel, Galactic Grids. Thank you. Just be sure you get my Galactic Grids. There's three other Galactic Grids, but one's a preacher channel. He looks different. And one's a comic book channel, but one's got apostrophe S and the other don't have an S at all on it. Galactic Greg's the apostrophe. Mine is just Jerry GS. Brandon Brian name. Call them. Yeah, don't name call here. Oops. SLM. Hi, Green Gregs. We almost missed you. Love all your channels. Well, thank you, SLM. Appreciate that. We do. 50 million is too much. I'll buy it when it gets down to 50,000. Now you're talking. Hey, there's some of us, if we all band together, we've handled some of that. Charles, you're talking about the Cosmo launchers. Morpheus Maximus. Am I too late? No. You missed a whole lot of what we were discussing. We're just in the chat now. Like you smashed 3 times. Well, thank you, Simply Human. Antigravity technology survey. That's it, guys. You need to watch that. They said for the taking, humans need to pull together. And we've not done a good job of that. We're getting invaded. Presence of extremophiles on Earth gives me great hope for the future of exobiology. Oh, you got a point. Those are close, says Dr. G. Lola Guacamole. Her dancing ladies. Today's Gigi, what did you do? Oh, yeah, the singing money. Oh, excuse me, guys. Today said my singing's fine. Okay. Meteoroids look close. Well, they do. I mean, they are, but they do look it. All right. Well, what I just went from the bottom of the chat room. This stuff's not scrolling good. Man, the first time I saw it was 1982. What was that? Meteoroid shower, certain one. Share my Gabbard. Shows what we thought I was subscribed to Galactic Grids. I was just subscribed again. Okay, you know what? They platform unsubscribes people, so you have to go back and check sometimes. Well, thank you for subscribing. Food filters are loaded with worms and worm castings. Oh, you're blessed there these days. Absolutely. Wow. Drops. Don't ask anything anti-Ukraine or present war crime video to Rex. He goes ballistic. Man, somebody's gonna start calling names. Oh. Do you like hot beef sticks? Oh, I like most of that stuff simple. First time I saw Coral Castle was in '82. Okay, that's cool. Scroll back up and see something I missed. Wait, worm tea last weekend from worms for me. There you go, Wise Al. Thank you. Put good use to them. Excuse me, guys. Y'all to get me. Don't know that you are a shooting star. There you go. That's a good song, Brandy. And gallons of Bruce tips. Yum. Guys. All right. And we're all part of the Alpha and Omega. Yep. King pigs would be great to race with king pigs. Oh well. Yeah. I think we guys, my gas tank's getting a little low here. So we got some stuff to do. Mugwort tea and pillow time. You got it. You got it. A lot of hypothesis about that. Coral Castle. Alrighty, guys. We're about to call it a night here. I'm gonna do a refresh on the. All right, we got 3 more subscribers on Galactic Grids. So we're up to total of, I believe, about 17 tonight. Thank you, guys. Let's get a few more of y'all over here on Galactic Grids. Be sure you watch the 3 videos I was talking about. We'll do another share. Ding, 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 ding. Share screen. There we are. Going up. Up. And now we're going to go your channel. Be sure you watch these videos. These 3 that are all roughly close to an hour. You watch them, let them play. As many people will be coming in this chat, and it's definitely going to help my channel a lot here. Just let them play through. Well, nowadays Russia is doing better than what Western media says, but they're still having a slow slog at it. Nothing coming easy for them. Sure, well, thank you for new subs. Amen to that. All right. So actually, now these numbers aren't always the actual numbers.
And then he kind of applied them to gravity and quantized gravity, kind of analyzed how you.
Analytics. $144. Hey, we're beginning to break out the gray area. That's good. We need to get up above the gray area. The gray area is typical. We need to go above typical. This video ought to be able to go ballistic. It should be able to go viral.
And then he kind of applied.
Earlier incarnation almost did. So if y'all work with me on this, we can get this video viral. That's what I need. And I'll probably also get those other videos. Where's it at? Okay, just work on these 3 right here, right now. Antigravity, India, future space power, not from space. If y'all watch those, that do me a lot of good. A lot of good. All the subscriptions, that helps too. All right. All right, I'm gonna stop the share again. I just want to show you something right now. I'm running out of gas. My gas tank getting kind of low here. Yeah. Pardon me, guys. Look, guys, we're gonna call it a night here. I got some things to do before I go to bed. And I'm drawing fumes here. Thank you, Jason, for sharing my link to my Galactic Grids. Put it over here. Oh, I lost it. What happened? Choosing word to use it. Do, 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 do. Here we are. There's the link I need. Gotta go over to the chat room. There we go. I can't spell. Jump popping up in front of me. All right, guys, there it is. Oh, what happened to my spelling? I hate it when words get truncated. Oh, shoot, they won't let me retype it. Oh, the heck with it. What's up from Trenton, Florida? All right. Hey, there's a Trenton, Georgia, too, guys, just right above at the top end of Sand Mountain. Any ladies want to meet up in Harrison, Arkansas in July, let me know. Wise Out is our tribe lead, guys. She's been putting together a list. She's got a good tribe of her own. All right, guys. Somebody email me about tribes. Hey, Mark, appreciate that. Mark just subscribed. Appreciate that, Mark. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And please watch those first 3 videos on there. Let them play out. Do me a lot of good. But watch them. It's good content. It's good content. All right, guys. Long day. Long day. And I'm ready to call it a night, along with Brandy saying, night, swivel heads. That's a good idea. Let's call it a night, guys. Thank you all for being here. Just remember each other in your prayers tonight. I'm so darn tired. If I now nod to pray, I probably will fall on the floor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm on vapor tonight. Need some more caffeine to keep going. Then we're family here. You know what? That is really it. We are family here. Don't forget it, guys. But, a lot of you guys have been with us here for a long time. This channel, we stick together, and we are the people that come in the chat rooms. You really are family. We've all got to know each other. A lot of us have met each other. I really appreciate everybody here. Hey, and I want to thank everyone for the super chats tonight. That's awesome. We got super chats from Brian. We got a super chat from our good friend Top Knot. Top Knot and Brian have been our super chatters tonight. I want to thank you, Top Knot. I want to thank you, Brian, for the super chats. I thank y'all for being friends. I want to thank everybody that gave us a like on this video tonight. And I want to thank everybody for going and subscribing to Galactic Grids. I want to thank everybody that's going to go in there and watch those videos. And also give them a like and make a comment, in the comment section. That always helps the video when y'all do that. All righty, new days. Yeah, everybody be blessed. Have a great night. I am fried, and we will catch y'all again. I don't know about Friday night. I got a bunch of stuff going on Friday night, and I got to get in the farmers market Saturday morning. So, guys, thank y'all, and stay tuned tomorrow for my video with Dr. Peter Vincent Pry. And next week, next week, Rex and I on the LEAP project at 9, boom, on Wednesday. And that'll be a regular show from henceforward. Anyway, guys, good night. God bless. And